here's another segment, guys. You said this segment was better. Oh, the last one we went over. Okay, here's another one. Victor Wembanyama on being called the greatest prospect ever. Dude, 712,000 views on this. Could you imagine if this channel got anywhere near that? But I'm not JJ Redick, so. Nor am I Wembanyama. Okay.
Hey, what's up? Just want to thank you guys for watching our channel. Please hit that subscribe button. You are in a position, based on everything that, you know, has been said about you, written about you, seen from you, you're in a position to be a generational player.
Let's pray.
And in my sort of current gig, I often have to compare players, and we talk about influences and we talk about role models. You know, Kobe wanted to be Mike and LeBron had to be better than Mike. But in some ways, you are going to, and you kind of already have. I really
appreciate you guys, man. I guess so. Look, even if the channel doesn't blow up at all and it just like stays where it's at or whatever, I really do appreciate the love and appreciation people have for this channel. Like, it truly does mean a lot to me, and you guys are always hyping me up, and I do like that. Because I'll be honest, man, sometimes, you know, I don't look at comments like super often, but every now and then I see comments and it throws me off, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, it's like an attack on like my character, or like it's really weird. And it really happens when we talk about things that shouldn't be controversial but are controversial, like the Becky Hammond thing or the Primo thing and stuff like that. And I get comments that's just like, really, like below the belt stuff. But you guys are always like super supportive, especially the people that are usually in the live streams and stuff. So I do appreciate it. Like, I really do. So if it stays where it's at, this is totally fine. I'm not expecting this channel to be something I'll be able to live off of or anything like that. It's more like a passionate hobby / something that brings in like a little bit extra money. That's nice, but it's not much. And I'm okay with that. It's cool. But yeah, like Spurs wise, you're the only channel. There's a couple. Thanks, man. Got your back. Thanks. All right, back to the segment. Everyone, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I hope it blows up too.
Completely broken the mold of what a player is. I go back to something that was, I don't know if I saw it on Twitter in an article, but it's like if people did a create a player on 2K, or like if you asked a 6-year-old to draw a sketch of a basketball player, right? They would look like you, and they would have all the skill sets you have. Do you feel pressure around that notion?
No, you know, I don't feel any like pressure on my shoulders or what. And I think the reason is because I try to live free. I'm trying to be like a free mind at all times. And the way I play is just the way I truly want to play, you know, and I've wanted to play my whole life. So it's just, you know, this is me, and I'm trying to show my true personality on the court and just be myself.
So when someone says that you are the best prospect in a generation, the best prospect since LeBron, I believe one of my colleagues called you the best prospect ever in team sports. That just goes in one ear and out the other. There's no pressure.
Thanks for subscribing. You're close to Sohan recognizing you, and DeJounte blocked you. You're a popular Spurs content creator, in my opinion. Sohan followed me. Is that what you meant? He doesn't follow me anymore. He stopped following a lot of people. But I think I was being pretty reckless. Like, I was talking a lot of trash. Not towards him, but just in general. It probably wouldn't be good if he accidentally liked some of the tweets I was putting out.
Yeah, true. No pressure from that. Because, you know, it's not like a reward when they say that, you know?
Well, so that's very rare, especially for someone as young as you. Have you ever seen the movie Inception?
Yeah.
You have? Yeah. The Christopher Nolan movie?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the central themes of this movie is that you need a totem, right? Yeah. And he takes the little spinny thing, which was his ex-wife's totem, takes it, and it's used to sort of gauge whether or not he's living in the dream world or living in reality.
Can we be real about Inception? Okay, I've seen it quite a few times. Is it wrong for me to say it's low-key overrated? Like, and I'm a huge movie buff, okay? And I do appreciate the film for, you know, certain feats that it hit, but good God, man, that movie, it's like complicated to be complicated, you know? It's like overly complicated. Like it's like a movie that you watch and afterwards you think that you're the smartest person in the room, you know? It's Bro, very overrated. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't like thinking hard during a movie. See, no. See, I like a movie that challenges me, right? Like, I love Parasite. Like, that's a movie that I watch. I think it's highly intelligent, very well written. A lot of layers to it. The movie Confessions. It's a Japanese film called Confessions. Go watch that. It came out in 2010. So freaking good. Find it, watch it. So good. Complex layers. Makes you think about some things. Highly entertaining. But it's like Inception is like, no, we just want to be complicated. Like, it's not. Yeah. Parasite, no lie, my favorite movie. No, Parasite's a phenomenal film. I mean, ridiculous. No, not Parasite the anime. No. Parasite the film. It won an Oscar. It won a bunch of Oscars. Korean film. So good. See, that's a complex movie that you can break down and cause you to think. Shoot, what? You talking like horror movies? You want to see a good horror movie? Watch freaking Hereditary. I don't know. I think that's a pretty intellectual movie. Or Babadook. Babadook's a really good one. Makes you think a little bit. But it's not like talking down to you. And I feel like Inception talks down to you, right? I just feel like it talks down to you. But yeah. All right. What were we talking about?
And we have seen this happen to a number of young athletes who lose, I think, a sense of reality. And they lose that grounding principle of their life. What is your totem?
You know, what you just said about young players, this is something I've thought about a lot. And there's reasons.
Exactly. The Witch is a great horror film too.
Do this because I know I'm never gonna turn like this. Like, I know I'm never gonna lose a grasp of reality and just do some shit, you know. Because I know what I want. Like, I'm driven from the inside of my heart, and like nothing can put me out of my path. So.
But Victor, Wemby, what are you gonna do if you're in the car with your friends and they turn the music up real loud? What you gonna do? Are you gonna just simply dance and sing along, huh? Or is the song gonna go so hard, be so much of a banger that you have to pull out the Glocky? Ask yourself that, Victor. You talk a big game. You talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? Every time I listen to music, that's what happens. It just happens. I can't help it. Yeah, I can't help it. It just appears. The gun just appears in my hand. I can't control myself. What you gonna do? Someone never heard YoungBoy. Someone never listened to YoungBoy. Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
On my heart, and like nothing can put me out of my path. So I'm gonna make, like, I do everything I can, so I deserve what I get. And I think some players are really talented, physically or technically, you know, really, really talented, but their mind isn't like as good as their body is. You know what I'm saying? So they
Dang, dude. We've seen so many guys come through. I've never heard of, and I've seen plenty of interviews of number one overall picks. I've never heard someone talk like this. Dude, he talks like he's a retired 40-year-old. Are you serious? That is so true. He's so right. He's talking about JawClan, just wait, my guy. Okay, we gonna listen to that again. I don't care. Let's go back.
Like it. And I think some players are really talented, physically or technically, you know, really, really talented, but their mind isn't like as good as their body is. You know what I'm saying? So they get results, they get titles, they get drafted, whatever, you know. But truly, they don't deserve what they get, you know, if they fuck up afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. So
guys, I don't know what to say. Wow. Wow.
But going back to the totem thing,
Yeah.
I don't want to harp on this, but going back to the totem thing, because I'm trying to understand this. Is it
You just really like Inception, JJ. Just get off of that question.
the game? Is it the competition? Is it this desire to win, to be great? Like you talked about this drive that you've had, right? As long as you can remember. I mean, you knew as a kid you wanted to be a professional basketball player. Is that the totem? Like what is it about the game or the competition that you love?
It's my totem is it's something bigger than basketball. You know, it's just life. It's just accomplishing yourself inside this universe. You know, and I always got when I need motivation, when I need energy, and I feel tired out, when I need to fight on the court, and it's hard. I always remember I'm free in that universe. I do whatever I can, and I know what I want to do, and nothing's gonna stop me from doing it. And I always got that in mind. And it doesn't just stop to basketball. You know, it's about life.
Fuck, man. Jason.
Well said.
Chases. He's reached enlightenment.
What's going on here? What's going on here? Is he did Popovich create him in a lab? What a phenomenal answer. That's a great thing to live by, bro. That's a good way of not putting like too much pressure on yourself. What a phenomenal answer. That is such a good, oh my God. Comment of the year in my chat. Jay just said comment of the year. Chat of the year right there. He talks like how Kyrie thinks he talks. Yes. Wow. What a phenomenal answer. Let's listen to that one more time. The congregation didn't hear him. Y'all in the back didn't hear him. Take your time. Take your time, Vic. Take your time.
I need energy, and I feel tired out, when I need to fight on the court, and it's hard. I always remember I'm free in that universe. I do whatever I can, and I know what I want to do, and nothing's gonna stop me from doing it. And I always got that in mind. And it doesn't just stop to basketball. You know, it's about life.
Fuck, man. Jason.
Well said.
Chases. He's reached enlightenment.
Nah, man. 'Cause I'm not sure I'm really understood, because in French I know I can make myself understood, but in English sometimes I'm not.
No, you understood.
No, I understood that completely, my guy. What?
Understood. It's very clear. It's very clear.
I wanted to ask you about growing up. Just
His mentality is Pop. This is how Pop thinks. This is what makes us great. Pop thinks this way. And I think everyone should think this way. I think so many players come into the league, and I understand your life is basketball, and people want guys to come to the league and have like this Kobe mentality, right? Where it's like, it's just basketball. You shouldn't think about anything else but basketball. When you lose, you need to be in the gym 24 hours. It's just basketball. That's what actually makes players good, is if they have that space to free themselves, have that space to get away from basketball and think of the bigger picture. It makes you happier. Thus, it helps you on the court. This is what Pop preaches all the time. Pop a lot of times, like what players have said, is Pop doesn't even talk basketball. What the heck?
basketball competition in Lachine, but then also just even mentally when you started to.
Ja Morant will hire Wemby to write his apologies. That's funny. What if he write it in French? What the heck?
Reach this point, because you saying this, you haven't played a game in the NBA yet, but it's one of the more insightful things anyone has said on the show. We've done a lot of episodes. And so when you started to get that kind of self, measurement for yourself, because it takes people, sometimes their whole lives to reach that point. Like, it doesn't happen at your age very often.
Well, he's been a professional for a while. I mean, I know, like, we see, like, he's 19, and I know in our context that is insane. It is. But, sometimes guys, they just grow up, like, way faster, right? He's been in the professional setting for a while now. Like in that other interview where he said he was 15 going against 21-year-olds, he's been around adults for a while, right?
I don't know. I can't really give you an answer, but I know I've always tried to be different, than other kids and other players. So I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm the only one like this. I don't know, but
He said he always been pretty different. I think we all feel like we've been pretty different, but I think he's legit been different. I've always felt like I was slightly different than people my age, but I'm sure a lot of people felt that way. So I don't know.
You talking about being free in the universe. Fuck, man. I wish I was free in the universe. I wish I was free in the
You are
universe.
free in the universe. What the heck is he talking about? I wish I was free in the universe. What's stressing you, bro? Guys, you only live once, man. You only live once. Why hold yourself back? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? It won't matter later. It only matters now. Just do what you want. You are free. What the heck is JJ talking about? I wish I was free in the... You are. Don't laugh this off. What he said was some good wisdom. Don't laugh it off. Jeez. Wow. What? Bro, people live locked up, man. Yeah. Wish I was free in the... What do you mean? It was more of a jealousy laugh? I guess so, yeah. He's the GOAT 2.0. Wow, that was a great segment. I can see why that one got so many views. Hold on, let's see what they had to say. God, please let this kid have a career with minimal injury. What a gem. He got the class, the charisma, the talk, and the skill to back it all up. Can't wait to see Wemby. I wish I wasn't free in the universe. You are. That's it. That's the moment. This kid not only has immense unconditional confidence in what he can do, he just went out of his way to instill that confidence in JJ. Just with that little line. That is true. He's not taken aback. He reminds me of Jeremy Sohan a little bit. He's not taken aback by who he's talking to. Guys, he's in an interview with a really good player. JJ Redick was a really good player. One of the better sharpshooters we've seen in the league. I mean, he has a great career. He had a great career. And he's sitting in front of this former NBA player. And he's not taken aback by at all. He's so confident in who he is. No one can throw him off. No one, he's not starstruck. That's how Sohan is. That's why it throws everyone off when he talks bad about LeBron. He's not starstruck. He doesn't care. He's his own he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Now, I don't like Brandon Miller's responses to like talking about GOATs and all that. I mean, he is way too keyed in on Paul George. That's a little weird, but this is good. This is great. For real, I think that's why Wemby and Sohan is going to be a legendary duo. Both of them, they don't care. Good stuff. He said Paul George. Yeah, Paul George is the GOAT. Yeah. Bro, Wemby knows Jesus is only one that hands out certified confidence like that. I mean, I don't know his religion affiliation. I don't know, bro. Like, he's just confident. There's people that aren't religious that's very confident. Like, he might not be religious at all. I don't know. The way he talked, I'm assuming he's probably a little like spiritual in a way. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, he's just confident. Yeah, he's really confident. This is a great interview. This was a great interview, bro. Wow. Wow.